All right, good morning, everybody. Now, listen, this is going to be a slightly different type of show. As I said earlier, I put the word out that I was having some technical difficulties on the show, and I still am. But as I said, I wanted to come to you this morning, at least within the time frame 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., to talk about what's going on in the world and to connect with you, the choppers, this morning. So I may sound a little bit differently. I should look the same. And instead of being on Spreaker this morning, we are primarily on Facebook and on YouTube. This is primarily a live stream. There's no audio stream on Spreaker or TuneIn this morning. Just ran into some technical difficulties that I have to iron out over the weekend. But good morning to you, choppers. Welcome back. Hopefully you can hear me and I sound good enough. Hey, good morning, everybody. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me this morning. It's just very important to me that I make the commitment to you to be with you during that 2 hour time frame. I have no plans on going 2 hours at this point this morning. Hey, good morning, everybody. I can see you. And I may sound a little different. That's because I'm coming through just using a different audio interface and not the regular microphone. This microphone is not working. It's not even on this morning. Okay, great. Thank you so much, Daryl. What's up with you, choppers? How was the last 24 hours? I hope your time was well. A lot of things have happened that I want to discuss, including the big news. And the big news, of course, is last night. It was the final night of the DNC convention. Joe Biden took the stage, and people are talking about it. And what people are saying is that it might have been Joe Biden's best public appearance during his campaign to this moment, which, you know, if you're the Democrat Party or you're on Joe Biden's team, I mean, that's the best you can hope for. Did you get a chance to watch any of his speech last night? Okay, great, Didi. Oh, I'm not abandoning Spreaker at all. I have no plans on doing that. I have no plans on abandoning the audio element of the show. That's what the core of the audience has always been, and a lot of people, they like it, so I'll continue to do it. Just having some technical difficulties, which I won't get into all the details. All I was going to do was bore the hell out of you, and I can't do anything about it at this point anyway. But I wanted to make sure I came to you, like I said this morning. I put the word out. I was having some technical difficulties, and they must have been major for me not to do the show, because I'm the Iron Man of talk radio. I love doing the show. I love doing what I do with you every single morning. I've done it when I'm sick. You know what I'm saying? I'll do it from the hospital. It makes no difference. I love connecting with you and talking about the issues of the day. But people are talking about Joe Biden in his big speech last night. And I want to put it up on the screen right here so you can check it out for yourself. And in particular, here is a part that I thought was very interesting. Check this out.
For Kamala, it's Doug and their families. For me, it's Jill and ours. I've said many times, no man deserves one great love in his life, let alone two. But I've known two. After losing my first wife in that car accident, Jill came into my life. She put our family back together. She's an educator, a mom, a military mom, and an unstoppable force. If she puts her mind to it, just get out of the way. She's going to get it done. She was a great second lady, and I know she'll make a great first lady for this nation. She loves this country so much. And I'll always have the strength that can only come from family. Hunter, Ashley, all our grandchildren. I hear their voices. If you listen, you can hear them too. And whether it's the existential threat posed by climate change, the daily fear of being gunned down in school, or the inability to get started in your first job, it will be the work of the next president to restore the promise of America to everyone. And I'm not going to have to do it alone, because I'll have a great vice president at my side.
Yeah, he will. Kamala Harris. Now, if you got a chance to see the speech last night, what was your take on it? What did you think? The pundits, even on Fox News, are saying that Joe Biden hit it out the park. They're saying that he hit all the bases. And I watched it twice. I did not watch it live. Since this morning, I watched it, I say approximately twice. And I agree with it. I thought he looked what they call presidential. I thought that he was coherent. He stayed on point. He seemed as if he understood what was going on. He seemed like he was in command of it. I watched a little bit of Fox News, at least the clips anyway, and they were giving him high praise. High praise. The Republicans are trying to make it seem like Joe is too old to do the job. You know, if elected president, he'll be 78, and he'll set a record for the oldest person ever to be elected president, a record that was previously held by the current president, Donald Trump. So it is what it is. What did you think? Are you ready for Joe as president? Glenn writes, Biden did his thing last night. Didn't look sleepy to me. I'm ready for the debate, by the way. Good morning, Nate and the Facebook choppers. Yeah, we're just on Facebook this morning. Let me go back here. I want to make sure I get everybody in. Anthony writes, good morning, Chop Shop. Kiki writes, peace, love, and light, family. Adele writes, what's up, Nate? Jared writes, good morning, hashtag team and I. Hey, Dee Dee's in the house. Greetings. Did you get my message, Dee Dee? I did confirm it. KR writes, good morning, Nate. Dale writes, okay, great. Jared writes, says, we're good on YouTube. Great. I'm glad everybody can hear the show. I'm glad. It's very important to me. I want to talk about that. Give me your thoughts about Joe Biden. I also want to talk about some local issues. So yesterday I had the privilege of doing a live stream with a few really good brothers in the city of Cincinnati that care about what's going on. Kevin Aldrich and Brian McCauley, with the Cincinnati Enquirer. You know, Kevin Aldrich is the the opinion and engagement editor with the Enquirer, along with brother Eddie Hawkins and the Reverend Damon Lynch. We all did a live stream sort of video that was recorded yesterday. And as I understand, it should be uploaded today on the Cincinnati.com or Greater Cincinnati Politics Facebook page, maybe both or either one, I'm not sure. But the question was addressing the issues that we see in terms of violence in the community. And I thought between the five of us, we kind of hit it from all angles. Some really great flows for those brothers. I try to do my best to just give you some straight, honest thoughts. But look for that later today. I teased just a little bit yesterday when I posted a screenshot from my computer. But as I understand it, it'll be available for you to watch today. It's only about 30 minutes, so it's not going to take a lot of your time. And you're going to hear some different perspectives on what's going on. You know, as always, I kept it as real as possible with you. And it may be a retread in terms of you hearing me say some of those things on this particular platform. But I appreciate the opportunity. And when you see it, please like and share it. The thing was very interesting. Hey, Pamela writes, good morning, Nate and the Choppers. Good morning to you. Ashley writes, morning, Nathan and the Choppers. Happy Friday. Yeah, I can't run any sound effects or anything this morning. I had a guest scheduled as well, Chris Wagner, who's running for a judge here locally. And I got a lot of, it's political season, so I got a lot of political guests lined up starting next week. So almost every day we'll be talking with someone who is running for local political office, so stick in for that. And I just want to say my apologies to Chris. I had previously scheduled him early in the week and then rescheduled till today, and then ran into some technical difficulties and just couldn't do the interview. So hopefully we'll catch up with him. I think he said Thursday or Friday of next week. So the Nathan Ivey Show is getting more political. It's political season. It's time to figure out who these people are and see what's going on. Who's best to lead us in these particular positions. And you know me, I'm same OG. I want to talk to everybody. All of the candidates matter to me. All of the offices matter to me. And so we'll kick that off next week. So please stick around if that's something you're into. Anthony writes, Joe was good. Orange 45 has been shooting itself in the foot. Joe didn't need to show his hand too early. Politics is a game of chess. You try to set traps for your opponent. Now is his time to come on strong, and as he heads to the wire in this race. Erica writes, good morning, everyone. Today is the first day of the best days of your life. I love that. Hey, good morning. Hey, listen, I'm only planning to be with you up until 10 a.m. this morning, all right, just to give you a sense of what's going on. Before we get any deeper in the show, I do want to give you a word from our sponsor.
Are you interested in medical coding, but not sure where to start? And scared of wasting time and resources? Let me help you with the right steps to become a certified, marketable medical coder. Learn more at bit.ly/5stepscoder.
Yeah, it could be an opportunity for you or someone that you know. There is a link in the description of today's show, and you can support our sponsor. It's very important. Black-owned company, and it could be an opportunity for you to get information about becoming a medical coder. She has all the steps for you today. If it's not right for you, perhaps it's right for someone that you know. So please check them out. All right. What else? Ray Rice Grand Risings. All good morning to you. Glenn Rice's same OG reference will cost you $2.30 copyright infringement. Okay, brother, I'll send it to you. Did I say that? I didn't mean to. I've been saying same OG for a long time, but I'm not sure who holds the copyright on that, whether it's you or me or somebody else. But good morning to you. Also, we've been talking about this big idea, right, in the city of Cincinnati from the people over at Public Safety Reimagined. We've been talking about this. It's been in the local news. Elected officials and people who are running to be elected officials have been commenting on it. Well, within the last 24 hours, it came out that they did not get the necessary signatures to be on the ballot in November. How does this happen? How does this happen? Apparently, they turned in enough signatures, but as I've understood, I mean, you want to get like double the amount. So if you need like 5,000 signatures, I think it's a little bit less than 5,000, like 4,800. Then you want to try to get 10,000, right? Because apparently people will sign it and they're not even registered voters. Now, why would you sign a ballot or sign a ballot initiative and you're not even a registered voter? I don't get it. I don't understand the human psychology in that. Just tell them I'm not registered. But I think people are like too afraid. Either they don't really understand whether they're registered or not, or it's kind of like a deer caught in the headlights and they want to do it anyway because they don't want to tell people they're not registered. I don't know what it is. But the people over at Public Safety Reimagined did not get the necessary signatures. So that issue is not going to be on the ballot. Now, I don't know how you felt about it, but there was a lot of pressure against it. Like most of the folks that I know and most of the folks that were in the newspaper said they didn't support it. I spoke with Iris Rowley, and she said that it threatened to undo the collaborative. That's the same thing that the police chief said. So was just sort of like, I don't know, a good thing in a way? I don't know, but you don't have to worry about that anymore. And let me see, Thom Brennaman wrote an op-ed piece in the Cincinnati Enquirer. Did you read this? He wrote, "I am truly and deeply sorry." That's what he wrote. He said that he knows that what he said was wrong. Matter of fact, that's the title of his op-ed piece. What I said was wrong. Yeah, it posted just yesterday at 5:29 p.m. So that was way after the show. And he talks about how, he realizes what he said was wrong. You know what? I hear you, Tom, but Tom still needs to go. I read his piece, and what I take from it is that Tom and maybe the Reds are thinking about doing whatever they can do to try to keep him in that job. But there's a couple times in here in which Tom says that he's willing to do whatever it takes to deal with the consequences. And I think that means he should be no longer the Reds analyst. I don't understand how he can stay. Obviously we know, hey, Tom, we know what you said was wrong. We got that. That's not the question. We don't need you to admit that what you said was wrong. We already know it. I hate when people do. I've seen this before. Somebody does something wrong and they think that just by admitting that they were wrong, that's enough. That's the first step. But depending on what you said and the consequences and how big it is, that ain't enough. That ain't enough. I don't want Tom to think that's enough. There's too many question marks about Thom Brennaman and the entire crew. If you're sitting around telling gay jokes, gay slurs, what other kind of jokes are you telling? What other kind of animus or ignorant views do you hold? How does that manifest in the workplace? I'll say it again. Tom has to go. He writes, to the LGBTQ plus community, I am truly and deeply sorry. You should never be denigrated with crude and hateful language. I failed you, And cannot say enough how sorry I am. Well, prove it and step down, Thom. Prove it. Prove it. But from what I read, the way I read this, it's kind of like, okay, he's trying to position himself so he can stay in that job. I have spoken at length with Billy Beane, vice president and special assistant to the commissioner of baseball and an openly gay man. And what did he say? Like, I'm sorry I said it. You're not sorry you said it, Thom. You meant it. You said what you meant. You got that locker room mentality even when you're working. To me, the only way that Thom and the Reds can prove that they really, really care is by letting him go. Nothing else will do. Don't sit him down for 6 months and bring him back later. Don't suspend him for the rest of this year. Thom Brennaman has to go. In the new Cincinnati, where everybody's enlightened and we know what time it is and we care about marginalized people, that is what should happen. Nothing less than that should be tolerated. But we'll find out. Again, from this op-ed piece, it sounds to me like Thom is fighting for his job behind closed doors. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Ashley writes, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Listen, this is going to be a special abridged show. I got started really, really late in the show this morning because of technical difficulties. I'm running the show, although it might look the same, it might sound a little bit differently, and the overall capabilities of what I have is going to be a little bit different this morning. But this is, the backup plan. Good morning to you. Maurice writes, Joe's face looked like he had a stroke. Really? Really? I thought Joe looked good last night. I thought he looked good last night. I thought it was a good speech overall. Yeah. I don't think he looked like he had a stroke last night. It looks good to me. I don't know. It looks okay. What do you think? I thought he looked okay. No problem with it. Also, and this is of lesser importance perhaps, but do you remember Meg Thee Stallion? She got into some kind of altercation about a month ago. And she was in the car with a guy named Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez is a huge, big entertainer, African-American. He's like 3'2", he's like one of these short guys, really talented. And apparently there was some kind of shooting that was involved. And she finally spoke out about it. And what she had to say was kind of heartbreaking. She finally spilled the beans on, or I guess she snitched on Tory Lanez. I'll be honest with you. If you shoot me in the foot, I'm going to tell the cops on you. Simple as that. Or I'm going to shoot you back. And Meg Thee Stallion didn't do either one of those. And she explained it in a video that's been released within the last 24 hours. I like Meg Thee Stallion. I mean, young sister doing her thing. I mean, hey, this country set up the rules. Sex sells. If she's going to sell sex to make her ends meet, bring her family up, I mean, do you? Do you? And apparently there was some kind of argument that was going on in the back of this, in this car. And Tory Lanez ends up shooting this woman. Now, why is a huge entertainer like Tory Lanez shooting an unarmed woman? And she explained it in the video. She said they were arguing back and forth. There was 4 people in the car. She was in the front seat, Tory Lanez, his security, and then one of her friends and herself. She's in the front car. She said she gets out the car to walk away because there was some kind of big argument going on and she didn't want to do it. And Tory Lanez, who's sitting in the back seat, I guess he just reaches out the car and shoots this woman and hit her. Where are the real men at? And so apparently the reason why Meg Thee Stallion didn't come forward is because she said she was afraid. She said, everything that's going on in the world right now. She said when the cops rolled up, she was afraid to tell them that there was a gun in the car. She said she was afraid for herself and she was afraid for Tory Lanez. She said basically the reason why Tory Lanez is not in jail right now is because she was protecting him. But then she said enough was enough because every time she gets on the internet, all these people are like siding with him and going after her. She says enough is enough and put it all out there. I thought it was quite interesting. Now it is very explicit. It's very explicit. I'll play it for you, but I want to tell you that it's very explicit. Okay? So I want to give you a couple minutes or a couple seconds or whatever you have to do. So, if you're in your office or whatever, turn it down. If you got kids around, you might want to turn away for a second because, it's Meg Thee Stallion and I didn't edit this. And she said, Tory Lanez, you a big Tory Lanez fan? He's got some bangers. He's got some bangers. He does. He got some tracks that's like big hits that people really, really like. He's a very talented guy. Why is he shooting a woman in the foot? I don't know. You see this right here? Some world star. And I feel for this sister. Because, she got to hold this burden. See, black women got to deal with these burden when these weak-ass black men stop acting like men. To me, this is some weak-ass man-ish. What kind of man gets into an argument with a woman and you end up shooting her and she unarmed? Speaking of which, before I play this, I want to remind you that we have an upcoming tactical training opportunity with the good folks at Ride or Die Gun Training. We got a small group of folks who've already confirmed, but we still have more room if you are interested. And you can find the information on my Facebook feed right now, Nathan Ivey EY. If you're listening on YouTube, I'm on Facebook. If you want to join the group, it will cost you $100. The date of the first tactical training. And by tactical, this is not a basic CCW course. You're not going to get a CCW qualification from this. This course is for people who already have a CCW. Perhaps you already go out to the range from time to time and you're looking for more tactical training. This is for people who already have a CCW and you're looking for more tactical training. I want to say that twice because I know there was some confusion with folks out there. They thought you could get qualified. Hopefully you're already qualified. You already got your CCW. Perhaps you already have a weapon. You go to the firing range maybe a couple times, but you're looking for more training from qualified instructors. The date is September the 5th. That is the first Saturday in September. So coming up, just 2 weeks away. The time frame is 8 a.m. to 12 noon, so about 4 hours. Okay, I will provide some morning refreshments for you. I'll have some water for you and some light refreshments to get your morning started. I got you. I'll take care of you. All right. Again, the cost is $100. We're asking for $20 to hold your place. You can cash app that to the Nathan Ivey Show, but Nathan Ivey Show on Cash App and Nathan Ivey Show on PayPal. Okay, that will confirm your spot. If you have ammunition, please bring it with you. Okay, you're going to need about 200 rounds. If you need ammunition, please let me know. They had enough for the first 5 to 6 people available to purchase. I'm speaking about Ride or Die. You can purchase from them for about $90. And we've already met that. I believe we've already met that that threshold, right? So let me know if you're still interested. Let me know. I'll let them know. Perhaps they can procure some ammunition for you, or you can do it on your own and bring it with you. You can also bring a 22, and they'll be ready for that. The location is 6964 Township Line Road in Waynesville, Ohio. Again, 6964 Township Line Road, Waynesville, Ohio. So we're going to be out in an outdoor setting. Okay. All right. So I just want you to know that this is available. We still have room available for you. Direct message me if you're interested. If you're interested, you got my information. You can go ahead and send that $20 to hold it, and I'll be in contact with you as soon as you do. All right. Looking forward to getting out there in a couple of weeks with the folks who've already confirmed. If you never had an experience with Ride or Die LLC, they are professionals. All right. And it should be a good time. Why are we doing this? I've been asked. I'm doing this because I believe that Black folks should be in a position to defend themselves and their families, period. This opportunity is open to anyone, but the core of my audience is Black folks. It's African Americans. All right. And we have every right to exercise the Second Amendment like everybody else. My only concern is to make sure we know how to do it within the confines of the law and safely. All right. And that's what we're going to get from the good folks at Ride or Die. So I want to put that to the sidebar. So I'm going to play this for you. It is very explicit. You're going to hear a lot of language. It's going to be graphic. I want to give you a heads up. If there's children, you're going to want to turn it down. I don't want you to turn away, but I want to play this in the way that it is. Okay. And I feel for this sister. Here she is trying to protect this black man. And then the internet goes after her, calling her a snitch and calling her all kind of things. But I knew it from the jump. Like, who else is going to shoot you? And if you're Tory Lanez, you're making all this money, you got all these hits, you're an international star. What is your problem? What in the world is wrong with black men? What is wrong with these dudes? But let me play this for you. Again, it's very explicit. This is Meg Thee Stallion, so you already know.
Yes, this nigga Tory shot me. You shot me. And you got your publicists and your people going to these blogs lying and shit. Stop lying. Why lie? I don't understand. I tried to keep the situation off the internet, but you dragging it. You really fucking dragging it. Motherfuckers talking about I hit this nigga. I never hit you. Motherfuckers was like, oh, she mad because he was trying to fuck with Kylie. No, I wasn't. Like, you dry shot me. Like, everybody in the car, it's only 4 motherfuckers in the car. Me, you, my homegirl, and your security. Everybody in the car arguing. I'm in the front seat. This nigga in the back seat. I get out the car. I'm done arguing. I don't want to argue no more. I get out. I'm walking away. This nigga from out the back seat of the car started shooting me. You shot me. I ain't get cut by no glass, but let me tell you why they saying that. When the police, because the people in the neighborhood, there's a witness. When the police came, because the neighbors called the police. This did not happen at Kylie's house. This happened damn near back at the house I was staying at. I was just trying to get home. We was 5 minutes away from my spot. The police come. I'm scared. All this shit going on with the police. The police is shooting motherfuckers for anything. The police was literally killing black people for no motherfucking reason. Soon as the police tell us all get out the motherfucking car, the police is really aggressive. You think I'm about to tell the police that we niggas, us black people, got a gun in the car? You want me to tell the laws that we got a gun in the car so they can shoot all of us up? Nigga, I'm scared. It's a fucking helicopter over us and some more shit. Why the fuck would I tell the laws somebody got a gun in this car and this nigga shot me? So I can get shot, you can get shot, she can get shot, he can get shot. I ain't tell the police what happened immediately right then because I didn't want to die. I don't want the police to shoot me because it's a nigga with a gun in the car. I'm leaking, I'm bleeding. Motherfucker, somebody, I'm lying, bitch. Did I pay a helicopter to come over me and record my feet leaking blood? No. How the fuck I'm gonna fake that? I didn't tell the police nothing because I didn't want us to get in no more trouble than what we was already about to get in. The fuck? I get to the motherfucking hospital, the police bitch being so rude to me. Well, what's going on? Like, da-da-da-da, you're being detained, da-da-da. Ma'am, I'm being detained, I'm leaking. But I'm still not saying what happened. Shit crazy. The motherfucking doctor, the police finally let me go. I ain't go to jail. Them 3 motherfuckers went to jail. I get to the hospital, the doctors do x-rays on my feet. Oh, ma'am, you got bullets in your feet, got bullet fragments in your other foot. I'm thinking the doctors is the police, so I'm still trying not to tell them, like, no, I didn't know I got, you know what I'm saying? I'm scared. Like, I've never been shot before. I don't have to lie about that. Why would I lie? You want me to be a bad person so bad, and y'all motherfuckers want to believe the lie before you believe the truth. Stop trying to come on the internet acting like a black woman, a grown-ass black woman, really got any reason to be lying on another grown-ass black man when all the shit fucked up going on in the world right now. If you really want to tell the motherfucking truth, I tried to save this nigga. Even though he shot me, I tried to spare him. And y'all motherfuckers is not sparing me. That's crazy. That's fucked up.
No, I agree with her. It is crazy. So that's what happened. So now we know the mystery of how Meg Thee Stallion got shot has now been solved. She got shot by a black man. And pardon the language out there. I tried to give you a heads up if people was tuning in for the first time. It was explicit language. I don't always play it that way, but I want you to hear it. I feel for the sister. I believe her. I believe her. So why is Tory Lanez shooting black women? She should have told the police on her. She shouldn't have to carry that burden. You did the crime, you do the time. But she's so afraid that with everything going on with the police and black folks, she afraid that if she say it's a gun there, they might just open a fire. Think about that for a second. This black woman didn't even feel free enough to tell the truth about who assailed her, right? Who victimized her, because she's afraid of what the police response might be. And she a big time star. She a big time somebody right now, making money for record companies, making money for YouTube, doing videos with Cardi B. That's deep right there. I mean, on so many levels. Number one, what in the hell is wrong with Tory Lanez? Are you a Tory Lanez fan? You should go on Twitter or Instagram or wherever he is. I've seen his Instagram before. He's about this tall, trying to be the toughest thug in the world. What in these I'm telling you, man, some of these short dudes and their Napoleonic complexes, I'm telling you, it's a problem. It ain't all of them, but it's some of them. It's a problem. Is that what it was? How dare you walk away from me? I'm Tory Lanez, and you shoot an unarmed woman? She should have told, don't you agree with me? She should have told the police what happened so they could arrest this dude. And then he deal with his consequences. If not, he gonna do it again. He gonna kill somebody next time. I mean, man. But that's the way that the world works. So here she is trying to shield this brother, and they blame her. Now we knew. Now we know. Carolyn writes, what was they arguing about? Who knows? They was probably all lit. They was probably all lit. And who knows what they was arguing about, Carolyn? I don't know. But again, I mean, I just can't imagine a scenario where I'm shooting an unarmed woman. For what? I don't get it. Is Tory Lanez going to come out and deny this? Is he going to come out and say, well, I really wasn't trying to shoot her. I was just trying to scare her. Are you a man or a child? Tory Lanez should be canceled. He should be canceled for that. I'm sorry. Dale writes, does it matter? It doesn't matter, but I'm curious too. Like, what the hell? What could they possibly been arguing about that would lead to something like that? I don't get it. But now we know the story. Another local story here. John Cranley met with the parents of Joe Burrow. And when I read the story, I thought to myself, John Cranley's got time to meet with the parents of Joe Burrow. But he didn't want to meet with Cincinnati citizens when they try to confront him about the curfew. He ran from them, but he want to meet with the parents of Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is the new hot quarterback. They always get you with these NFL franchises, right? They know how to get you. They had to reel you back in. You know what I'm saying? Worst season in recent history or ever. And then they come in with some new hot shot prospect, and that everybody's going to go turn into the Bengals again. We'll see. The hell? Apparently he met with them with an idea of teaming up with the Free Store Food Bank and some food pantries to raise money, which I guess that's worthwhile. But that was the first thing I thought about when I saw that. Like, what the hell? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand it. You want to meet with Joe Burrow's parents, but you can't meet with citizens. When citizens go down And yeah, they might be irate. The tempers might be flaring. When they want to go down to city council, he wants to have them removed forcibly. I'm telling you, man, the last 7 years, we could have did a lot better than John Cranley. I just want to make that point again, a lot better. The hell? She's rolling with the F boys, so what does that say about her judgment? I mean, I think that's fair. It says something about the company you keep, but that don't mean you deserve to be shot. I'm sorry. That don't mean you deserve to be shot. Glenn Rice, Tory Lanez. Ray Rice, never heard of him before. Yeah, he's a big time star. Charles Rice, Tory Lanez is a surf with an attitude. He might be. I don't know. I just thought, what kind of black man is shooting a black woman for whatever reason? Y'all in a relationship or not? She don't got no weapons. She don't pose no threat. I believe her story. Let me see here. Reading your comments. That is nuts. It's super nuts. As I said earlier, if you missed it, the folks over at the Public Safety Reimagined did not get the necessary signatures that they need to put it on the ballot. I went to their Facebook page. They got a big post up that reads, "Hey, check back. We'll tell you what our next steps are going to be." Well, the next step will be when? In a year from now? That'll be the next step when they can put an issue on the ballot again. We shall see. Also, there's some interesting talk about a well-known black man. We got a chance to speak with him a few weeks back, possibly getting into the mayoral race. And if he does, it would trigger a primary early next year. You heard about this? Yeah, that could be real. Hey, Amber, thank you so much. Good morning to you. Yeah, not the usual show. I know things may sound a little different. I'm on for just a short amount of time. Matter of fact, I'm about to roll out of here and get the day started. But I want to give you some updates. So the Is It Just Me podcast with Donnie B will not be live this Friday. Donnie's got some things going on. So we'll pick back up with her next Friday. The Dope Chicks Collective will be live this Sunday at 1 p.m. Please give that podcast your time this Sunday if you are around. I'll put the promos out, already have started, and join the conversation. You can check it out. Also connect with them on Facebook in their Facebook group. It's a new group called the Dope Chicks Collective, and you can check them out and interact and interface with them. They got a lot of big plans for the community and for their audience, so looking forward to that. But again, I just wanted to come with you, as I said I would this morning, even if it's for a short time, and give you a few thoughts. I only plan to be with you up until 10 a.m. this morning. I'll be back with you hopefully on Monday, and I'm going to iron out the issues over the weekend, bright and early at 8 a.m., and we'll chop it up on everything going on. I will say that next week is going to kick off and start more of our political candidate conversations. My plan is to talk with everyone. All the offices matter to me. I want to talk with everyone, all the candidates, Democrats, Republicans, independents, new voices, familiar faces. I want to talk with everyone so we can make the best decisions come November. All right. With that, I'll leave you real simple. No music. We'll just end the show. Have an excellent rest of your weekend. You never know. Maybe I'll go live at some point straight from my phone over the weekend and we can chop it up. Have an excellent rest of your day. Have an excellent weekend. I'm Nathan Ivey. I'm out.